We are very, very grateful to each and every one of you for giving your kind presence today evening. On Sunday evening, it's not easy to take out time, but you have actually taken out time and very grateful for your kind presence. So many of you have joined and many more may join as the event continues. But in the interest of everyone who came on time, let me start off the meeting today. So my name is Amal M. Das, as many of you would have seen in the back of the page of the book. So you would have probably already received a copy of the book, or if you have placed the order just last 3-4 days ago, so then the books might be on the way. In either case, so I'm very happy to meet all of you today evening. And in fact, not just today, we will be having a 45-day long journey in this Readers Club program. So you have made a very good choice. I can say this, that you have made a very, very good choice in your life. Our life is just a series of choices. We all have to make decisions. We all have to make choices. And based on the choices we make, we receive the consequences in our life. I can say that you have made a very good choice to actually join this Readers Club, especially the Art of Concentration Readers Club, where we will be every single day for the next 45 days reading from this book, Art of Concentration, page by page, paragraph by paragraph. And I would explain this to all of you, making it even more relevant to each and every one of your life, and also explaining from this book how you can improve yourself in various areas of your life. So this book is filled with what I call as deliberate practices, which are extremely scientific in nature, and 30 plus deliberate practices which can help you get the success mindset, as well as those habits which are required to improve yourself, to make yourself better, specifically to make your concentration better and improve upon your overcoming your distractions. So it's a very good choice which you have made. I always say this, that a very few people in this world are wise. A very few people. If there is a shortage of anything, it's not shortage of money or shortage of resources. Actually, it's a shortage of wisdom, right? So a very few people in this world are wise and the rest are otherwise. So you don't belong to that otherwise category. You actually belong to the wise category because you have made the right choice to come to this Readers Club program. And we'll make sure that as you stay with us for this journey or transformative journey, you will have a great experience, a great, great experience of learning from this book, actually. Reading is an essential human skill. We have been endowed by God with this facility of such a human mind, which is always curious and eager to learn. And what could be a better source of knowledge and learning than the books? And especially the books like Art of Concentration, which are exactly written for the young minds only, so that the young minds can actually grow with the right knowledge, which is essential for them, right? So therefore, you have made the right choice in joining this Readers Club, where we are cultivating this reading habit. So I have read this one quote, one of the persons who says that if a human being does not read, then he is no better than those people who cannot read, right? If a human being does not read, he is no better than a person who cannot read. So if you have got the reading skills, which means you are an educated person, then reading is an essential skill, extremely essential skill. Many people tell me that, sir, nowadays, I am just watching the videos and, I'm used to just, if I want to learn anything, I'll just go to YouTube or any other website and I just keep learning. But actually, research has shown a great lot of, it has shed the light on this aspect, that what is better for learning, reading or video watching. So undoubtedly, it is actually the reading. Reading helps you retain a large portion of information of what you have read. Whereas you can yourself see that you might be watching videos, but actually a large portion of what you watch actually just wipes out of your memories. Whereas reading actually hits inner cells in such a way that you retain a lot of it, actually. A lot of retaining happens, a lot of changing happens. Retaining is just simply, on the level of memory, but changing is in the form of the subtle knowledge, because when you read, you can contemplate much better. You can think over the subject much better. You can brood over it. You can think over it. You can contemplate over it, which you can't even when you are just simply watching. As you can read at your own pace, relate each and every single word, whatever amount of time you want to take for, dwelling on it, it's up to you, right? It's especially books which are good written are extremely vital for human beings to actually learn and shape themselves, right? So reading is essential. No matter which generation we are from, we must cultivate this habit of reading. So research has shown us that those people, those who read, their brains don't grow old actually very easily. Their brains remain young, even if their body grows older, but actually their brains and their energy levels, their activity levels, that remain always young, right? And also research shows that mere 6 minutes of reading, just mere 6 minutes of reading has the same effect as 6 minutes of meditation, actually. It has a very powerful effect, especially, of course, if you're reading mind elevating books, just like Art of Concentration. So, for those of you who are young and you haven't yet cultivated a habit of reading, I would suggest that this is a great opportunity for you to read. Of course, if you are a student, you might already have, you might have to read, no matter you like or not, you might already have to read your textbooks. Well, textbooks are okay, well and fine. But I am specially talking about cultivating a reading habit for reading mind elevating books, which are containing essential life skills and mindsets, which are necessary for growing, for our well being, for our emotional well being, as well as for our success in various fields of life, actually. It's essential. Reading changes us permanently, especially if you read attentively. And what to speak of if you have got the opportunity to not just read the book, but actually meet the author of the book and have a journey of understanding and, learning together as a community for the next 45 days. You can't ask for more, right? So I'm very happy, and, it's wonderful that you have made this choice to come and join me in this reading plan. I can assure you it will be an extremely wonderful journey for you. Perhaps it could be a life transforming one. And as it has been for many of the students of mine earlier, it can be a life transforming one for you. And I'll give my best to actually help you out in your journey. So we have already got the WhatsApp group, and I'm sure that you are a part of the WhatsApp group. And that would be our learning community where you could be asking me questions as well. You could be, first of all, sharing what you have learned and also asking me questions. So today is the inauguration. For the next 10-15 minutes more, I will be speaking and explaining to you about the essential. Why is it important to learn the skills like art of concentration? So in India, it's not so much well known that you should be learning the life skills. You should be learning about the success mindsets. It's not so well known. In India, still people think only engineering and medical, etc. If you learn some biology, chemistry, physics, or those sorts of things, or maybe if you are a working professional, maybe if I learn Python, if I learn Java, C++, or programming languages, or any such technical things. So people think that such technical knowledge is very, very wonderful, very important, and I do need to have it. Otherwise, I can't make a career. That's true. You definitely need to learn such technical knowledge. But along with technical knowledge, or shall I say, even more important than technical knowledge, is the knowledge of the life skills like what you have as art of concentration, right? I have made a small slideshow. I would like to show you, or rather, I would open up with a story, and then I would like to show you on my slide some few things, okay? Right, so that's how many of you like to hear a story from me right at the beginning? Yes, would you like to hear a story? Please raise your hand. Right at the beginning, you would like to hear some story, some interesting story about why the life skills are important. I would like to, narrate this. Yeah, please raise your hand because I want to see that you are active. It's not going to be simply a monologue where I just keep speaking and not make you speak or make you act something. So yes, please let me know if you definitely like to hear a story from me. Okay, now it's a very interesting story. Okay, so there was one. I'll start. Thank you so much for the hands raised. Okay, thank you. So I'll start off. Right. So this is a story when one of the tech guys who were probably living in a city like what we are here in Hyderabad, or like in Bangalore, or in Delhi, or Chennai, or wherever you are from. Maybe a tech guy or a girl. From the from fresh from engineering or medical college, or fresh from working in a company, having a lot of technical knowledge. who already was like very used to a lot of apps, and today's world of apps, different apps. For everything you have an app. For measuring your heartbeat you have an app. Whether you did ate the right calorie of feed, you have an app. You have for everything. Right? So hmm. So this person was from very tech age. He was very up to date with so much of technical knowledge. He knew so much of software languages. So many things he actually knew. Tech guy. But he went to a village. He wanted to go and meet, perhaps his family was living in a village. So therefore, he had to go to a village. While he was en route his village, he actually had to go through a particular river which was passing through that. So now this person, he went, and there was one to cross the river. He had to sit in a boat. So there was a boatman, and the boatman was a typical village guy. He had not seen a city ever in his life, and he was like, he was not at all a tech savvy person. He has never heard of anything which is tech related thing. He was a like old personality, and from his own age, and just a poor man who has no access to all this technology, etc. So this man, he was like in his own world. He was singing different songs, and he was like, he took, okay sir, please come and sit. So this tech guy, he came and sat. Incidentally, that day it was like a stormy, evening, and it was like the wind was blowing, the clouds were thundering in the sky. But nevertheless, this was the only boat, and it was getting late. So therefore, the tech guys decided that, okay, let me just sit in the boat, and he sat in the boat, and he was ferrying him across the river. The boatman was ferrying him across the river. While when the boat was a bit a distance away, this tech guy was doing something on his laptop. He had his headphone up, and he was listening to music. He was doing all of that action, and this our boatman is just simply rowing the boat. He was not paying any heed to his all tech instruments which he had. He was just like rowing his boat, peacefully, singing some song. Finally, this man, he thought that, okay, let's start a conversation. And he started asking this boatman, my dear sir, you seem to be from a village. Have you ever heard of, the big tech companies, which we have in our cities, like Microsoft, Google, Apple, Facebook, all these things? Have you heard of, all these technical companies like Adobe, or, big giants, multinational giants started taking the names. And the boatman was saying, what? What? Yeah, I know Apple, but are you talking about Apple which we eat? So he had not heard of, companies like Microsoft, Google, Apple, etc. And the tech guy was like, oh my God, you don't know any of these companies? What? What kind of a age you are living in? He was like fed up. And he said, well, 25% of your life is waste actually. 25% of your life is waste. You don't know about all this Apple and Google and Microsoft and Facebook and all that, which we have, Netflix and you know, all various technical companies. I don't know. Okay. Oh, 25% of your life is waste. Oh my God. And then the man again, he went into his own world. He was singing, and this man, after a little while, when they were like a little more inside the river, they were in the middle of the river or so. And this man again went up and said to him, sir, do you know about, Swiggy, Zomato, yeah, and the different types of apps and WhatsApp, and, what we have like social media, etc. You about all these things? Do you know about, we have various ways we connect to people, about the social media age? Do you know about, we have different types of apps, by which we connect to each other? And this man was like, what app? Earlier he asked me Apple. Now he's asking me app. What is this? you know, he said to me, I know only one app, and that is used in communication. What is this app and all that? What? You don't know? He said, you don't know about these things? You don't know about WhatsApp? You don't know about ChatGPT? You don't know any of these things? These technological inventions which we are living in this age? What are you? Which world you are living in? You don't have a Facebook account? You know, right? What the hell? 50% of your life is waste. And this man was, really? Okay. All right, fine. It's fine. The boatman said, it's okay, it's fine. And he started rowing the boat. And he again went in his own world, singing the songs. And like this tech man was like, what? I mean, I'm speaking such important things to him, and he is not paying any attention. And then again he went to him, sir, I want to ask you seriously. Do you know about our Swiggy and Zomato and this fast foods app and this Zepto and all these things which we have in this world? Do you know about that? At least you know about the the laptops and the mobiles and the smartphones and the iPhones and iMusic. All these things, do you know or not? He was a bit concerned, the tech guy. And I said, sir, I don't know any of these things. I don't know any of these things, sir. Please don't keep asking me same things again and again. And this man said, what? 75% of your life is waste. And that time the thunder was like, there in the sky. And there was lightning. And there was a huge wind across, and the boat was toppling left and right and left and right. And they were in the middle of this deep, dark river. It was dense, dark, and it was already the night. And there was nobody across anywhere. They were in the middle of this huge river. And it started raining so heavily it started raining. It started raining like cats and dogs, as we say. So much huge rains. Like one drop was like so huge. And it was raining so much. And the wind was blowing. And the boat was toppling up and down and left and right. And then our poor boatman asked this tech guy. The tech guy was little feeling cold and he kept his laptop inside. He thought he didn't want it to become wet. So he kept his mobile also safe and all that. And he was like feeling cold. When will we reach? He was like, when will we reach? And he said, sir, I have a question, sir. The boatman said, sir, do you know swimming, sir? Do you know swimming? And the guy said, actually, I don't know swimming actually. Well, but I can see some app, don't worry. I'll see some app. I'll have some video course. Sir, you don't know swimming? Oh my God. 100% of your life is waste, sir. 100% of your life is waste. He said, huh? What? Why do you say that 100% of my life is waste? Sir, because it's raining so much, the storm has come, the boat cannot reach to the river side. So I am crossing the river by swimming, but you will have to stay here only. You have to go inside the river along with your Apple and Google and Microsoft and everything else which you have with you. Sorry, sir, he jumped. 100% of your life is waste, sir. He said, and then he jumped across. Poor guy. Of course, this is just a story. The boatman should not leave this guy in the middle of the river. He probably should help him cross the river. The point is this, that the point to be taken, very, very important thing. You see, we do live in this world of technology. We do live in this world of, so many apps and technologies of various kind. And all of us, we know about social media and everything else. Well, fine. To have technical knowledge is only one side of the story. Just like it is important to perhaps be upgraded on technological front on various subjects which you all read, learn, whether you are a software engineer or whatever you are a student in any age. Yes, tech skills are important, but more important, or I can say at least as important, are the life skills which we have to learn. Right? The wisdom of how to live our life, the different life skills, how to concentrate, how to overcome distractions, how to stop overthinking, how to control our mind, how to control our emotions, how to not get led by our emotions, how to make decisions in life, how to face our own fears. These things are equally, if not more important than as the technical skills, right? So how to have peak performance, how to not become afraid, how to not become afraid of setbacks, how to face the setbacks in the right spirit, how to learn from our mistakes, how to have the right attitudes in our life. All these things are equally important, if not more important. So my dear students, my dear friends who have come today, I want to tell you, you have made the one of the best decisions of your life. If you stay with me for these 45 days and you be the part of this readers club as you have decided, each day we are just going to come for 8 to 8:15 p.m. Today I'm actually, discussing with you for a longer time just because it's an inauguration day and it's a Sunday. So we are inaugurating, so I'm giving an inauguration speech, but on all other days, I'll be simply reading with you with this book, right? We'll read this together, paragraph by paragraph, and I'll keep explaining this to you. I'll keep explaining this. We'll have some action points. We'll give you some action, points to act upon, as you keep coming on. Every single week, you'll have some 2 to 3 action points. You will keep discovering how to change your life. I would be helping you in this journey myself, right? So you have made a very good decision of your life. Please stay on with us for these 45 days. You know, life, this 15 minutes is like your investment. And I promise you that you will not regret actually. Right? You will never regret that the spending time in this community, in this group of enthusiastic learners like all of you. It will be an extremely wonderful journey. It can probably transform your life for the good forever. Right? So I am not a person who talks about shortcuts. Some of you who have joined me are my previous students who are the probably the representatives for all other readers who have come here today, right? So you can ask all my previous students like how has been their journey and experience. Actually, I never speak about shortcuts. I always speak about fundamental truths which are completely well researched and scientific. I have given my life for that, and therefore with the experience of my life's counseling of thousands and lakhs of students which I did, and with a deep research in both the current modern scientific scenarios and research papers, etc., along with our Vedic texts, the deep research on both of them, I am actually going to share with you the pearls of wisdom, hmm, which are not going to be like shortcuts. It's going to be something which is extremely valuable and wonderful. I want to now call upon two of my students, my previous students who have been with me in the journey of learning and reading this Art of Concentration book. And I want to give the stage to Mr. Vinayak. So Vinayak, you are here. So could you please just switch on your video and you can just come up on the stage. Please come and tell about what has been your experience of reading this book and learning from me. If you are there, please you can. If you are there, yeah. Right. Okay. Thank you. So Vinayak, you can speak about your journey. So dear readers, Vinayak is one of the students who had got this Art of Concentration book when he was a student, and how it helped him. He would like to tell his story to all of you. After that, we'll also going to hear from Mr. Giridhar, who is working in Microsoft, and he also was one of my students. He is one of my students still, and how it helped him is what we will hear in a few minutes. So please stay on, because after they both speak, I'm going to tell you something more interesting and wonderful. And I have a few announcements, because some of you might have questions. I would be answering them all. So please stay on for next 10, 15 minutes with us. Yes, Vinayak, the stage is yours.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. So, yeah, my name is Vinayak Gupta. I'm currently a fifth year dual degree student at IIT Madras, and I've been given around 3 to 4 minutes to talk about this AOC book, the Art of Concentration book, and how it really benefited me. And I hope I don't get distracted. So, I'll just share a small story from how this book really helped me. So, in my 12th standard, right, when I was giving my J Advanced, which was in the year of 2020, and what comes to the mind when 2020 pops up, it is COVID. So, you know how rough the times were during that time, and I too was affected by it. And I was very depressed during that time, because the exam dates were getting postponed again and again, and I was just getting depressed and sad. Like, why is it getting postponed? I just want to get done with it. I was not able to give my full potential and full. I was not able to give my best in the mock exams which I was giving. So, but somehow I stumbled upon this book, The Art of Concentration, and it really changed the course of my life during that time. I guess again I was able to regain my no I was able to regain to my original form, and I was able to give my best in and I was able to give my best while writing J Advance, and I was able to secure a seat at IIT Madras. I actually owe a lot of my success to this book. So if you really see this book, right, it actually it gives you a lot of lifelong lessons, because if you really see, distractions is actually something which happens at every phase of life, right? And this book actually solves these problems at the root level and not at the surface level. So let me give an example. In my own case, when I used to, get sometimes depressed, sometimes sad, I used to open up YouTube and see motivational videos, like best motivational videos for students. I just click up and just to get some videos, and suddenly there's some fire used to come up. Yes, we'll do it something. I should get some energy suddenly, and then that used to stay for 1 2 days, maximum 3 days. But then suddenly, boost, everything used to just go away in just no time. And I mean, it is not a thing, right? You cannot see every 3 days watch a video. It's just at a very temporary, very surface level. But this book will actually solve a lot of my problems at the root level. And since it solves at that root level, anyone, any person, in any phase of their life can actually apply the principles given in this book and be really, really benefited, actually. So that is the very good thing about this book. And coming to and yeah, and one more thing is that, as I was saying, it applies to for any person in any phase of their life. It really benefited me in my college as well. The lessons which I learned in my 12th standard really, really helped me even in my college life, and I was able to fare much better in my academics and academics in my college life. So this book really helped me even in my student life at in 11th and 12th, as well as in my college life. And now coming to the Readers Club, right? So the author himself, yes, the person who wrote the book himself will be coming and interacting with you and reading the book with you. No, so just to give an analogy, just consider like the famous go-to book for physics, which is like for JEE and NEET, which is H.C. Verma book, right, for physics. Imagine you're reading that book, and the professor, H.C. Verma, walks into the class and helps you solve the problems, right? The author himself, who has written the book, is coming and helping you solve the problems and is explaining the problems. And just imagine who else can better explain the problems and solutions than the author himself, right? So it is something like that. No, the author Amal M sir will himself be coming to will be coming in Zoom online, and he'll be interacting with you, reading the book with you, and he'll be giving you more insights, more deeper insights, and we'll be giving more personal examples, which will make you'll be able to gather deeper in you'll be able to have a deeper insights of the book. So you'll be able to grasp the concept much better. So that is one advantage. And there are a lot of advantage when you read the book together. It builds a lot of accountability. It gives you motivation. And let's be honest, when you read with the author, it's very tough to get distracted. Right. So, yeah. So what I would like to say at the end is that please do join the Readers Club and be consistent. It's just 15 minutes a day. Wouldn't take much of your time. I mean, everyone has. I mean, I would definitely. I think everyone has 15 minutes per day to spare for something which is an investment for lifelong. So yeah, please do join the Readers Club every day and take the best out of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Vinayak. It was so nice to hear your own personal experience, and I'm grateful that the book has helped you so far, and I hope that it will help you even further. Let me also now call upon Giridhar to share his experience. Thank you so much, Vinayak. And yes, Giridhar. So Giridhar is also one of my students who got this book right when he was in 12th standard, and how it helped him and how it's helping him now as a working professional as he's working in Microsoft. So let us hear from Giridhar his own story. Yes, please, Giridhar sir, come up and you can
Thank
share. The stage is
thank
all
you so
yours.
much, sir, for this chance. Yeah, I still remember 12th standard when I received the first copy of The Art of Concentration, and it was I was looking for the ways to get into peak performance, all of these things, and I was reading books, I was trying meditation, but I was not that much satisfied. When I finally got this book, I actually read it cover to cover, and I actually remember after reading it that where is this author? Who is this Amal M? I've never heard. I was googling at that time, sir. You did not have any online presence also, and I was searching like that, and because that book really helped me so much. It had such deep solutions, and I was fascinated. And then I went to college. Even in my college, I was telling my friends, this book is there. I have to meet the author, and it so happened that I met you, sir, in first year. It was really like God's arrangement. And I'm very excited now that there are so many people who are actually getting the chance to read with you. If I had that chance at 12th standard, I think I would have really grasped it with both hands. And just one thing I want to inform all the readers uh, about an advantage of being in this readers group. Amal sir is such a committed and you know thorough person that even if you would forget your goal of overcoming distractions, he will catch you and help you. There have been so many times where probably while building some life skills, I was like little sometimes okay like that. But Amal sir is very, very, very kind. He'll grab you even when you get distracted, you know. So being a part of this readers group will help you form a bond with a person who can really transform your life. You know, I think more than just the reading group, I really feel this is an opportunity. We all need coaches in our life, you know, at all stages of life. Now I'm a software professional, and I was just reflecting, the things are so much, there's such a higher need for concentration, because when you're a student, you learn from classes and books. When you're a software professional, you have to learn from meetings, you have to learn from chats, you have to learn from emails, you have to learn from documentation, which is the most boring thing, and then you have to learn from code. There's so many various places you have to learn from. And even while you're working on some problem, constantly you'll keep getting work messages only. Forget there are WhatsApp messages, Instagram, that is separate thing. Work messages which are distracting us. You know, it is just endless. And uh, uh, there is, you know, many of the people I have spoken with struggle daily with motivation, and you know, they're like, why am I doing what I'm doing? You have to be productive every day. It gets very tough. And we really need to keep our mind primed and focused all the time. But in practice, I think every software professional knows that every working day 1 hour तो इंस्टा यूट्यूब पे जाता है. सबने देखा हुआ है. After lunch, either people are drowsing or they are on their mobile. This is a regular sight in any company, you know. Um, in such a situation, how important it is that we learn to harness the capacity of our mind. Just recently, I was actually, The Art of Concentration is the book I have read the maximum number of times. I might have easily read it more than 10-15 times. And uh, just now, with the launch of the third book, I was once again applying the first principle, which is pay attention to your attention, in which you actually reflect, you just be conscious of where your attention is going. And I had such deep insights from this, because I realized I am using less than 10% of my mental capacity. So much my thoughts were like, in a meeting I should be absorbing things, I should be learning, but I'm thinking about उसने मेरे को ऐसा बोला, क्यों बोला, मैं कल ये करूंगा, मेरा वो छूट गया था. Everywhere my mind is going, you know, thinking about hundreds of things. When I should be doing A, I'm thinking about B. When I should be doing B, I'm thinking about A. It's just, there's so much scope for improvement in each one of us. And by investing in this readers group, we'll realize that what, you know, by investing our time in being a part of this readers group and committing to the learning process by applying the principles, I think we'll surely be able to realize that what was earlier taking 1 month, maybe just taking few days now, you know. So I really urge everyone that if they want to improve the quality of life, no matter what status of life they're in, it's very important to learn concentration, to learn how to focus. It's not an automatic thing. And Amal sir is such a committed teacher that I'm very fortunate that I actually met him, and I, all of you are too. But you'll have to be a part of the readers group to understand that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Giridhar, for your wonderful experiences and your inspiration which you gave to everyone. Thank you. So that's these two previous students of mine who came and discussed with you. And I'm sure that at the end of this Readers Club, each and every one of you would be probably speaking something similar, and it will be amazing journey. I wish that you be here 45 days. We are just going to have 15 minutes every day. So this is today's inauguration. We are discussing something, right? But when we start off with our journey of reading, it's just going to be 15, maybe 20 minutes each day. It's not going to take a long time for you. Do make a commitment. Please put a reminder on your mobiles. I would say that today, please go and put a reminder at 7:45 that, I have to attend this 8 to 8:15, So take it seriously and read this book. Many of you would have already got the book, right? And for others, the book will be on the way. If you have placed your orders in the last 3 to 4 days, the book will be on the way. We are sending the books. So one thing we decided that because many of the people that told me that, sir, a few more people would like to come and be in the part of the group. So I said, okay. So we are actually going to start the reading sessions. Today was inauguration, and I'm grateful that you were part of it and you are so attentively hearing us. So I want to inform you that actually we're going to start the reading sessions not from tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday, not from 2nd of September tomorrow, but actually from a very auspicious day of 7th September, not the 2nd, but the 7th September, which is Ganesh Chaturthi. We're going to start our formal reading sessions from 7th of August. So there are few more people who would like to join us, and it was just some time necessary for completing the registrations formality. So many of the core group members, they said that okay, let's refer it to 7th. So please note this announcement. We are not going to start it tomorrow, the reading. We are going to formally start the reading from 7th of September 2024, which happens to be I think it's just let me check. So it's a Saturday, 7th Ganesh Chaturthi it is. So 8 p.m. We are not going to have tomorrow onwards. We're going to have 7th September onwards. So please kindly put a reminder on your mobile apps or whatever. And please make sure that you are there for each of these reading sessions. I would suggest with purchase a notebook. You have a few days. Please purchase a notebook where you could make some notes actually. Please make some notes, and also some exercises which I will give you. Please record some things, which we'll be discussing about. It is wonderful. It's going to be a lot of, transformation in you, if you take it seriously, right? So that's what I would like to request. And it's going to be amazing thing, amazing time. Let me tell you, I have a short PPT. Let me take a few minutes, 3-4 minutes to explain what will you gain by the reading actually. Okay. Let me just take a very short time to just cover this up. So we have, so what will you find in the reading discussions? You will be, I think, perhaps interested to know, like, what will you find exactly? So here is what you find. Deep discussion on art of concentration skills and success mindsets. A lot of deep discussions will be there. So please take a notebook and a pen with you when you sit with us. You don't have to open your videos. I'm not going to insist. If you would like to, you could also please open that video, right? But you have to sit with a notebook and a pen, and of course with your own copy of art of concentration book, right? You have to take it with you. Second thing you will find in the discussion sessions is you will discover deliberate practices to enhance concentration, gain self-mastery over emotions, boost confidence, develop resilience, and achieve peak performance. All of that deliberate scientific practices you're going to see. Yeah, so, the technical knowledge without life skills and mindset training is actually unsustainable. What does lack of art of concentration lead to? This is what it leads to. You can see it in your screen. What does it actually lead to? If you are not learning art of concentration skills, but you simply learn technical skills, that's what happens to people. 63% of students develop serious mobile addiction even before they go high school, right? 40% students have low motivation and are unable to pay attention in classes. That's what the state of affairs is without learning art of concentration, right? 83% students underperform in exams due to inability to handle pressure. 85% procrastinate self-study and avoid working on their weakness. Look at what has happened to the world today. That's because they haven't learned the concentration skills. And it's not better in the workspace as well. You see, so 40% using social media is the most prevalent distraction, with 47% of workers using social media while at work. 88% employees waste at least 1 hour a day due to procrastination. On an average, employees waste 2.9 hours a day. That's almost half the work day actually. So I mean, that's what it is actually. If you don't know the art of concentration skill, this is what happens. 1 in 3 youths suffer persistent sadness and hopelessness leading to depression. 36 youths on an average commit suicide every day in 2021. Well, we definitely don't want this kind of things in our life or in our future generations. Therefore, live your life to full potential, read and grow your mind, your very self, right? By the end of the 45 days sessions, what will you be able to do? This is what you will be able to do, my dear friends, my dear students. Please see. You will be able to reduce your distractions, increase your concentration memory, have better control over mind and emotions, reduce overthinking, face your fears with courage, increase your self-confidence, have better setback management, improve your performance in exams and work, demonstrate the power of meditation techniques, be a better self of yourself. So, How many of you would like to stay committed to stay with me for the full 45 days and be there with me? That yes, sir, I'm going to be, a part of this Readers Club very strongly, and going to make a commitment that every day I'll come up and, take it seriously, read it, and apply the lessons which we are going to study and discuss. So please put yes if you are going to, if you're going to do that, please put a yes, yes, sir, I'll be there. And it's my commitment. I'm taking it just 15 minutes a day. It's not very long, I mean, more than 15 minutes, we just take we just waste it here and there. We don't even notice where it has gone. Why not put it here? I made it purposefully very, very small amount of time, just 15 to 20 minutes a day, just so that it can become your habit. If I take longer sessions, I am sure that it is going to be hard, very hard for you. Again, I'm saying today is inauguration. I'm just explaining. That's why I'm taking time of yours. But otherwise, it's going to be 15, 20 minutes daily. That's it. And you know what? You are getting all of this without any payment. We are not taking any money from you because we want to see your life transforming actually. All you had to pay for was this one book which came to you, and now you're getting this absolutely free. So be a part of this and please transform your life. All right. Thank you so much. As I made the announcement, we're going to start on 7th of September 2024, which is a Saturday, Ganesh Chaturthi. On an auspicious day, we'll start for 45 days together. It will end on between 15 to 22nd October, it will end. And if somehow or other, if anybody is going to miss this session, somehow, you should not, but somehow, let us say someday it was difficult, or, you were a bit sick or anything else. So we will be sending to you the video recordings. Don't worry. We have a YouTube channel, and the moderator of the group will actually send to you the video recording. It will be uploaded in the YouTube in the hidden space, which means only you will be able to see that. It's not going to be visible to anybody else. So you could see that in case if you missed it. But that is, you should attend live. Actually, live is so different than just recording, right? So you should attend live. But in case if you miss, we're going to send you recordings. There is a team which is going to take notes, and we are going to get the notes also. We are going to have a lot of fun actually. I have a huge group of my core team people who are actually going to make some nice what do you call, quotations also, summary also, many things actually you are going to get. And you can always ask us questions. Okay, so my dear students, thank you so much for today. And please write on the WhatsApp group, what did you learn today? What was something which you learned today? Please do write it on the WhatsApp, not on the chat. You must write it on the WhatsApp. The WhatsApp group will be opened by the moderator from now till 9:30 p.m. to receive your inputs, to know from you, to have a feedback from you, that tell us about yourself. You can just say in one line, who are you? Are you a student in 11th and 12th, or you are engineering medical grad, or you are working in some company, which company you are working, which role you are working, or you are a homemaker, whoever you are, please tell us in one line. And also tell us, how did you find this introduction session? How did you find the inauguration? Did it give you hope? Did it increase your motivation to read the book? Is it actually, you were happy to hear some stories from me and you learned something good? Was it wonderful or not? Please do put it on the chat in the WhatsApp group which we have. Please put it there. And as you go from here, just tell me one word. How was your experience today with me? Yes, please. And with that, I'll end. Okay. You can just tell me as you are going from here. Please let me know on your chat that in one word, how was your experience with me today? Yes, please. I'm going to see and read up. Yeah. Very good experience. Awesome. Super valuable. Very motivating. Excited. Good experience. Good explanation. Yeah. Yes. Every day we're going to start at 8 o'clock. Don't worry. Yes. If we start earlier than 8, then people are not there. That's the whole problem. It's going to be 8 to 8:15 or 8:20. Yes, yes. Big change will happen. I'm thinking. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Motivational, wonderful, exciting, good experience. Very important class. Great, wonderful, life changer, enthusiastic, amazing, awesome, enlightening. Great one, sir. Thank you so much. Very useful, wonderful, wonderful, very good. So, just like you're putting your chat messages here, our moderator would have already opened. Mahidar sir, have you already opened? So, please kindly open the chat. Yeah, I think the WhatsApp, he has already opened it. Yes, I'm seeing it here in the Art of Concentration Readers Club. Yes, I think he has opened it up. So Mahidar sir, immediately open this up so that the students, yeah, he has opened it up. So now the WhatsApp group is already open for receiving your messages. Please kindly put your message there. Tell us who you are in one line, and also tell us how was your experience of this inauguration program, and also tell us what you want to learn from us. Any questions that you have, you can share. Please do share some thoughts with us. Thank you so much. Namaste. Wonderful being with you all today. Thank you so much. Thank you, Giridhar, and thank you, Vinayak, to be today evening with all of us. Thank you so much.